You are live.
We are live. Well, whose gold is that?
Matthias brought it. I was teasing him about writing on the tables, and he brought me gold paint to cover it.
Oh, that's so sweet. Aww.
Oh,
I was like, whose gold is that? He said. That's
I said
really
I was teasing Matthias about the tables, he brought me gold paint.
Where's the Oliver?
Oh,
Probably working. Probably working. Really?
is your mic working? I need you to check your mic.
Hello,
Who's
hello.
on the live?
There is Theo's here. Kelly's here.
There's 0 people watching.
Yay!
Is it live broadcasting?
Yes.
Is it live?
It says to end, so that means it's live.
Okay, Jess.
Yeah.
The camera's over here.
I know. I'm putting
Right
setting up the
here.
camera.
Yeah, I know.
Setting up the thingy.
Just letting you know.
Okay, so we are on Rumble 431. StreamYard has lost connection with Facebook account.
Where does it say that? Click on that. Go click that.
Don't click on it.
Go click it.
Click here.
You'll have to read the instructions and work your way through it. Let me know if you need a password.
It says you're live.
Okay. Yeah.
There we are. Oh, there's my hand. Oh, there's that. Okay. So it is the 431st time we've gone together. We have Theo here working from his studio and Kelly here working from her studio. And then we have that other view is the space. Whoa, and then just because we have.
Wow, you have a lot of options now. For the spin.
Oh, I just keep putting.
I somehow landed on the beast.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's okay. I didn't do this
Did
yet.
it spin? Oh, okay.
So should I do the? I'll do the land acknowledgement first. Yeah. So before we get started, we acknowledge that the land we gather on Mohkinstsis is the ancestral territory of the Siksika, Sitapi, the Siksika, Guyana, Piegani, and Amska P. Piegani. We acknowledge all the Treaty 7 signatories, including the Tsutena people, as well as the Ayarhe Nakota nations, Bearspot, Chiniki, and Wesley. This land is also the home of Métis Nation Region 3 and all others who call this place home. Thank you for joining us there at Homeland. And then thank you for coming down, everybody who's here. The first piece of inspiration comes to us from the Dark Crystal Bestiary. Oh, this is so nice. So the Wind Sifter. Oh, people. The Wind Sifter. Hi, how are you doing? You guys can come on in. I'm just starting the wheel, and then you guys can have a seat wherever you'd like to. Yeah, totally. So the first piece of inspiration is the Wind Sifter from the Dark Crystal. Since the Age of Harmony, wind sifters have been used by Gelfling to deliver written messages from one side of Thra to the other. As a result, the political power of the Gelfling clan is partially dependent on keeping a strong stable of wind sifters. So they're kind of cute, like dragonflies.
Oh, yeah.
And the second piece of inspiration comes to us from the Muppets, which we have a lot in common with. So I opened up to here. So it looks like Miss Piggy and a friend. And then I told him, I thought you said you could arm wrestle. He's probably still crying. Ah ha ha. Oh man, what a bunch of saps. Do you see what I see? I see our newest stagehand. This gal's a keeper. Scooter. Scooter, hi. Scooter's sister, you're hired. Now, about tonight's closing number, Gonzo's new cannon will be the centerpiece. Piggy, I want you to, what? I'm not going near that death trap. Maybe Miss Piggy is the second piece of inspiration. And because I could just keep reading this for a long time. So Miss Piggy is the second piece of inspiration, and the third piece of inspiration comes to us from this lovely book that I've since lost the cover. But this first line says "Ich habe genug," and it means I have enough, which I really like. And it's kind of like some of it's photography and some of it's art, and it's all like kind of like a diary. And it says, "There's so much to do. Let me go with you. Lead the way." And some people walking the way. All right, so we got Wind Sifters and Miss Piggy and Lead the Way. And we'll make art. And then at 9 o'clock, hi, Chris, how are you? At 9 o'clock, we'll have a live auction. So we're going to have our 2-hour feed here. And then at 9 o'clock, we're going to start a new feed for the auction. Everything is good. Awesome. Thank you so much. And then I'm going to start showing pieces and putting stuff up on the event page. And then maybe I'll get a little time to work. I'm working on a new piece that's going to be finished next week for your book launch.
Wow.
Yay! Okay. I lost them.
Aren't you good? Nice to see ya. Yeah, I was thinking about Miles Davis today.
Yeah.
Last time I saw you, I asked you like, "Hey, how do I develop a taste for this music?"
Yeah.
And you're like, your entry point is completely wrong. Like, well, back to like the top 40 popular stuff, not the bitches brew.
Bitches brew is hard to start with.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, you gotta find the right entry point.
Yeah.
And then that's like inspired me to a bunch of different musical entries. Like, you hear about different artists that are like gifted in different ways and creative in a variety of different ways, and then like getting a sense of
Okay.
like
So-
why they're regarded that way.
Yeah. Well, I have troubles with like often don't listen to what I'm supposed to listen to, right? So thank you so much.
Sorry, we took a while.
Oh no, that's okay.
Did we miss the spinny thing?
Oh, yeah. First.
I'll show you. We were being posted.
The first piece of inspiration was this is such a pretty book. The Wind Sifters. It's all the creatures from the Dark Crystal. You probably love it, actually. And then Miss Piggy,
So, CEO, what are you working on?
and then Lead the Way. There's photos.
Have you watched the new?
Yeah, like multiple times the series.
Really? We didn't get into it.
Couple of ATCs.
When we first started watching it, it's like impossible to follow the
Yeah, lots of them. Yeah. Yeah.
And so we watched the first 4 episodes, and I realized I wasn't following the story because I wasn't identifying which puppet was which.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know if that's intentional because Jim Henson used to do stuff like that, and this is his daughter. But
Catch that?
we pull out books and we started.
No, I didn't catch it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, some couple of ATCs.
And yeah, like by the 6th or 7th,
I heard the beginning and then you cut out.
I couldn't remember what it was like to.
So, our,
to be able to tell
ATCs,
the
do you know what
story.
they're artist
Learn how
trading
to see
cards,
different-
Kelly? Have you heard that before?
That person
No.
was interesting
There's like,
where-
yeah, it's like a
Well, you're
huge, there's such a huge
and you're
community, and they're like, like baseball
how to see.
cards, but artists create their
Or
own,
else you don't watch the
like,
show because it doesn't make
little
any sense.
pieces of art, like baseball cards, and then they trade them
Okay,
all over
That's
the
good to
world.
know, though.
Theo's done so many cool things with them.
Because
that's
yeah, I find when I read books.
Oh, those are kind of cool. Like that.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, totally. Thanks. I'm glad you're asking. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Jennifer and Jenny. Thanks, Dusty, for joining the event. I'm going to start putting up pictures.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, how are you? Oh my gosh! Oh
always bring interesting pieces.
Oh my gosh, it lights up.
Yes.
Don't show Kelly.
So it has new
my
cells on
finger
it.
here. Can you do it?
I sort of see it.
Yeah, and then I just want to show the people, and then I'll figure out. That is so awesome. I love it. Wait, watch. It's like slowly coming into the screen. What's the song? Quick, somebody sing it.
Ooh. That's awesome.
You know, I was totally in it.
I know Star Trek too. I kept
So look at this. People-
Pew pew pew.
Robin, did you make this?
My daughter made it for a project,
Oh
and
my
it's all recycled material.
Oh my gosh! And
And it has
actually,
nacelles
there's a
and
plug-in
lights.
right there.
Okay.
Can you?
Yep.
This is really funny.
Plug it in. I want to see it.
I'll look up the Star Trek.
I have high ceilings in my classroom. Would that be fun? Whoa! It lights
No,
up.
I think we should hang that on the balcony.
And here's the nacelle part.
That's so cool.
Whoa! Okay, I'm gonna rotate. Okay.
Oh, that's incredible.
Can you see that? It flaps up.
Right?
I like that. That's cool.
Can I tell you a funny story about the Starship Enterprise?
Yeah.
So I got a job at this multimedia place. And
I have an idea to put a bear on it now.
Oh my gosh!
they gave
Yeah.
me the code for the door, but it wasn't programmed yet. So there I was at this
Opening
like
at $1. It's
No,
gonna be opening
$1
$1 in the
office.
auction.
Oh,
systems, and my password wasn't coded in yet. So I simply typed in 1701.
Oh. Gosh, that's so cool. They all the lights are
And it worked.
operated separately.
For 1 year in battle.
Yeah, and then it's like
And then we can.
the thrusters.
Yeah.
Someone has the
Is that the
music.
one? Is that the one? Well, you need. Okay, which
I
one should
might
I
get
look
us
up?
bumped up for
Oh
that.
yeah, that was okay. Oh my
Who's your
God.
daughter? She's a genius.
I know. Oh, if you see
Her daughter is
the
a genius.
her daughter Bender.
Bender, yeah.
Bender's head is in the because she does cosplay too. Bender's head is in
She's
the other.
a master cosplayer.
Oh wow.
Okay,
That's
how
incredible.
Rich? What do you think? How can we put it for the
For what?
until the auction?
Is it stable?
It can lean on
Yeah,
one
just put
side.
it behind the curtain,
Oh, okay.
and then we'll
Can
pull it
let's
out.
unplug it and then
They have a pretty long cord.
I can rig
I'll
up-
unplug it.
oh,
And you can just, unless you want to keep it plugged in.
Or if you have room for it there.
You can
actually, here. This is actually pretty good. Is that okay?
Let's just leave it there for now.
You know, you might need a little glue, but
Oh. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Okay.
Which part? The cup?
Yes, just
I kind of like it. It's like battle rig.
it's like yeah, right? Okay. Is that okay there?
yeah, so then this is what out.
Oh my god.
So it's a parody that she painted of the lizard boy.
So powerful too. Oh my gosh.
What if I face you? Draw it?
Look, this is also sorry,
I'm Andrew.
Natalie. This is also Natalie's painting. So this is a
that's quite cool too.
Kelly loves all this stuff.
It's my first time buying it.
So it's a take on Caravaggio parody. So Boy Bitten by a Zombie. That's awesome. Opening good $5. So I'll get these up on the event page.
If you're wondering if it's crazy. 'cause-
No, Thomas, we're good.
That's right. I'm
Jesse's like, yeah, it's so
Introduce
awesome.
yourself.
It is so great.
Well,
It's so cool.
I didn't
Oh my
always
gosh.
do crazy.
Thank you so
Like,
much.
over the last
Oh my
year.
gosh, complete with ceiling hooks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like it really, yeah, like Slurpee.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Hey Jess,
That is so cool. Thank you so much.
can I bid $10 on the Enterprise?
Yes, I'm gonna write it down right away.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a friend that would love that. That's why.
Cool. Okay.
Very, very unconventional.
Yeah, it's like unpacked a lot.
They're
And
amazing.
it doesn't get any better. It just keeps on
I'm a
getting
singer.
worse.
I can paint
my
musical
friend
paintings.
Have you met before?
No.
Or I might even use it for one of my bears. I'll make a Borg bear.
Oh, right.
That's cute.
And who are you?
Or I'm Rich, Jess and I run the place.
Ah. Jess,
Hello, nice to meet you.
They're curators. They're both teachers.
We're really more
that's my
like
work.
I got sidetracked by the awesomeness there.
Of course. You're a teacher. We get fascinated by things.
Totally, exactly.
Yeah.
It is true.
And
Alright,
so,
so-
what do you teach?
We both teach art.
Oh, okay.
Would you
So
like a
you're
copy of my book?
hardcore,
It's got all this
serious.
stuff in it.
Oh.
I give these away because I
Recycle.
should
I'll get you over here.
Is that the new one or is that?
No, the new one comes out.
Next
Well,
Wednesday.
I have
Thank
copies
you
of it.
so much. That's
I didn't even know you had an old
fantastic.
one.
He's
I
got
have
4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll see if I can. I'll incorporate some of your techniques into my baby. Thanks.
it's like, oh yeah, I wrote a book.
Yeah, and he's like, no big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, so this summer I spent making the audio version of my book for Audible.com.
Yeah, how did that go?
I can't read, so it was a lot of work.
And aren't you dyslexic too?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was like really hard.
Dyslexia really gets you.
Yeah.
Well, luckily I'm good at it.
All right.
And because I was recording it myself, I had a lot of space to record things and mess it up. And then
So you did your own editing, so you had to listen to your own voice?
I did my own editing because I didn't want anybody to know how bad it was.
Oh, there's nothing more painful than hearing your own voice.
Actually, I much prefer my recorded voice than my real voice.
Oh,
My recorded voice sounds quite intelligent once I've done all the editing. My real voice does not sound intelligent.
I think that's a tonal thing.
No, I would say, so I recorded my entire book twice. And I would say after the first version of the book, I was quite excited. But during the first version of the book, I
Oh,
was
okay, yeah, for
basically
sure. Here, I'll put this one up. And then we'll-
reading each line about 3
So this
times.
is by
Yeah.
Dusty.
And then-
So Dusty's here on the
And then
feed with
sewing
us.
the parts of the sentence
Always
that work
recorded,
together.
always been
Like in some cases, I was
the
filling
feed
the
of
words.
the event
Yeah.
page Dusty with Fernando.
Actually,
Cropping vowels and consonants together to make a word.
and then, because the other thing is like,
I
You
really
do
love
read your
the
book out loud when
combination
you go
of,
into
like, a really
publication.
nice smooth.
but you don't read it out loud like perform it, right? You read it out loud to see that it works. And when you stumble over a word, you just go, oh, that's just me stumbling over a word. But in reality, when I started performing my book for the audiobook, I realized there's a lot of words here that just don't fit my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
I should have used a different combination of words here because
Yeah,
they fit in my mouth better.
yeah, totally, yeah.
So had I known I was going to do an audiobook, I think I would have rewritten it one more time.
And I didn't realize that it was like a picture book as well, so there's like.
My current book is not a picture. Well, yeah, my current book has pictures combined, but that's just because it was short. So it was pretty short. It was about 60, 70 pages. So I did 30 pages of drawings.
I've already had.
And now it's a book.
Yeah, it's like.
First step
The process.
There's also animations. that
Okay,
come
so
with
I
it. What do you mean?
just did this. This is my next one. But how, well, I thought about it being water, like washed over, it was in the shower.
Totally.
But
Linda, how are you?
I can't take it off.
How would
I
I
can't have
How do I
caffeine.
do the hair?
My caffeine
Oh,
Should I
yeah.
do a layer underneath and then leave some kind of?
I don't have my
looking at some three-dimensional embroidery techniques.
Yeah.
And so they did like big, so they had like a knot behind, and then they had like maybe like a card, and then they do loops
I thought wagon
around the
wheel.
cord, and they cut it, and then you could even like couch stitch that down so it's smaller. Yeah. If you want to try that, 'cause
Yeah, no, I was like looking
Yeah,
at
yeah,
it, because I could go in the back stitch down,
Yeah, yeah,
so the
yeah.
stuff on the front kind of wanted it more.
Well, after Buddy,
I like you're so experimental, and like I like to live. Chelsea was like,
Hello, everyone. This is Ryan on the microphone of Rumble House, and nobody's here. But I just wanted to say something, so I'll say those things now. Apple,
I was like,
orange, banana, pear, beetroot, doing art, and loving it. Also, my Instagram handle is now at the
Oh,
dot
sure,
art
actually,
circle.
Can Chelsea?
And we're in the middle of art every day for a week. I hope people can hear
You
me.
know
I can't tell if Jess can. I can't tell if you guys can.
online. Chelsea?
So let me know.
I'm so sorry.
Happy rumbling.
Because Chelsea would Dax be able to put some money on the debit machine? Yeah.
Hey Jess, we can barely hear you.
Sorry?
Dusty was saying she can barely hear you over the people in the background.
Oh, when I'm
Can you hear me at all or no?
when I'm up here, can you hear me? Or was it
Yeah.
like okay?
When
so
you're
when
over
I was-
there, we can barely hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's probably I don't know better because I was just randomly saying. I'll keep that in mind if I Yeah, actually, I'll tell you. Sandra was asking about different things to do because she's working on an embroidery right now. So we were jamming about different ideas to work on her embroidery, and then yeah, this is good. As long as you guys can hear me when I'm here, that is.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Thanks for letting me know. Okay.
I'm letting you.
Okay, good.
Oh, and this lovely piece is by Georgia. Georgia's here working with us tonight.
So Richie had to put words together, hear your own voice. Edit.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's like gloss.
And then I had to do it
finished
twice.
as
Act it out.
well. Beautiful
Yeah.
tiger lilies. Opening.
I
is
actually, and I got
$30.
way better at it by the time it got to the point where I had to do the second version. Because the sound wasn't right for the first one.
You remember what that
The
was?
publisher was like really like,
It was like 210, right? Something?
It was 200.
Two?
Yeah, and then
Okay,
you
so
had
it'd
already
be
put
60.
down.
my
That would be
publisher was
60.
really,
Oh, now it's totals up at
apologetic.
60.
Sixty.
Awesome.
So-
Thank you. I'll put it on my thing. Talent, so I don't forget.
I'm sorry it's taking so long.
Oh, Dax.
I'm slowly chipping away at like a
I was just sort of thinking.
You're doing awesome. Everything is
As I
fine.
got
It's
to
funny
the
though,
last chapter.
even though they did that to my thing,
Yeah, like
once I paid off,
out loud.
it didn't hurt my credit score at all.
Never do.
It actually pushed me.
Because you're
It's like
using
something you
it.
never
And then
do.
I'm paying,
Reading something
Yeah.
out loud.
Yeah.
The
Unless you're
backwards
like-
and
Goodness.
give me another one.
Well, I am a teacher, so I avoided like the play.
Yeah.
Don't always-
I also avoid
I'm
that
just
like
using
the
it to,
grade,
like,
Yeah.
reading.
That's the thing is like having that control after because I know they always send me
I just get chip away
They
at that.
believe me, but I
and just use
basically
this one
grew.
for,
nice.
Basic.
That's good.
like, at first I was like, oh, I'm just gonna mash some bullets and take bankruptcy, but I was like, no,
That's so cool.
Look, you're so mature.
no.
No,
But
you're doing good.
But when I finally paid off,
Yeah.
it actually improved my standing. So
Definitely, yeah. No, that's awesome.
Just an announcement about,
Thanks, Dad. Oh yeah. So
like,
There's even a Rumble discount. You know that?
yeah,
I just found out.
is it called the Rumble discount?
I don't know.
They said, "Are you guys rumblers?" And I said,
oh,
"We
that's
love."
so cute. Oh,
And they
right.
said, "No, you have rumble husbands."
Just so, yeah, right. Just so everyone knows, if you're here for the first time, welcome. We just wanted to let you know Loophole down the street stays open late on Wednesday nights. For us specifically, yes. They usually close at 6, and on Wednesday nights, they actually stay open till 9 or 10, I think, 10 o'clock. So you guys feel free to go down and grab a coffee. They're just saying that we get Rumblers discount. So just say you're coming from Rumble House, and you get a discount there at Loophole. Thank you very much. Just down the block there.
Wash it all over.
Yeah,
What kind of stuff?
I have no idea. Chelsea. Sorry to interrupt. What was the discount?
It covers your tip.
That adds up.
Yeah.
All right.
Depends on what kind of super you are.
That's true.
Almost.
Yeah.
So bye. Georgia.
I think that we're actually going to buy coffee.
Yeah, totally.
Well, I'll tell you what works about, I'll
Yeah,
tell you
they
what works
have,
about
what is
the,
it called? Foggy morning?
Yeah.
what works about the discount is that, it helps them know how many cars are coming.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
by Heather.
But it helps them to
So
know
basically, Marie-
where our rumble.
I think Heather works with crushed up crystals in her watercolor. So She posted earlier on Facebook that she's going to be bringing down water-inspired pieces, saying it's kind of fun because you don't know if it's necessarily a mermaid or a fish getting away. I really like it. I've been reading The Deep. I haven't finished it yet, but yeah, just that idea. The mystical underwater. Opening is $10.
My mom does some.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, Zoo Lily. Sometimes they have them on there.
How long we're doing?
Robin, have you met her?
Yeah. I
Because
have,
they feel, I would.
those are responsible.
I'm small, but because they're bright and shiny, I wear them with dress pants and pretend that I'm wearing stuff at work.
Well, usually I'll wear like a skirt with my sneakers.
Totally. Yep, I'm a fan.
How are you
T-shirt,
doing?
skirt, sneakers.
Good.
Okay, with the blazer over top, and usually I leave the blazer. I don't know.
Aren't you married? Oh, that's your sister? Okay.
Oh, this is
You
way
look
more
like that.
Hey, Rich. What would I add to this to make it better brown?
I like that brown.
Yeah.
It like doesn't come out as brown.
What do you want it to come out as? Like what kind of brown do you want?
I'm trying to see if there's any that I,
Chocolate?
like a darker chocolate brown.
Blue and brown are magic. They actually tell you not to use blue and brown, but it's weird because blue
Like a
and
dark
brown.
blue?
Yeah, dark blue.
Did Oliver say anything about
I like blue and brown together, actually, like clothing and attire.
Yeah. I love brown more than I like black.
A baby blue with brown.
Uh-huh.
I'm a fan of those colors.
We have Andromeda, Aries, Proxima.
I did have another teaching nightmare,
He's usually working.
but this
He has
time
a-
I was abducted to the gym and they wanted to auction me off, so I don't know if I was mixing up Rumble House and auction at the same time. So,
You were abducted. So like an assembly?
an assembly, and they wanted to auction me
Okay,
off.
that's what it is, Dusty. Can you hear me now? I'll just say.
Joel,
Yeah.
Can you pass me that canvas that you didn't want to show?
an RCMP bicycle that just happened.
I like that table with that.
You can use it. I stack things around so that,
What? I'll just use it there.
okay.
Well, maybe that table is better.
Here we're-
And then what should I use?
What do you want?
You know, like something saying or
Chili?
Oh,
Yeah, warm out, yeah. But it's the wind. It's the wind that so
I think
it'll coming, isn't it?
I love that. I'm so excited.
It's coming. Hello, Tom. How are you?
We could just be so
I looked at that too. Double take today. The tiger's there. And
I love you. This is my-
Lovely.
What else?
Cute. We have is my
the
Theo. So yeah, you know what it is, Dusty? Because I turn my back every time I'm showing the
If you go
pieces.
back there, you'll have to go around. You'll see Felix's toolbox. It's got-
in the mountain, he had a bear face.
Go around. It's kind of it looks like a tackle box.
Would it be easier if I might grab it for you, Robin? I think it's easier for me to grab
I
it.
had that shirt. with
Oh, she's
blue
going back.
and blue, opposite.
So this is by Theo Nelson. Suns with Hats. Watch Mountain. January 5th, 1997. Tweaked a little bit. July 11th, 2021.
I have a new position, so I really like it.
Opening is $75 for this beautiful piece.
Like it's cooking so well. With the kids, I don't know, because they haven't used much of the machine. Oh yeah, I saw some of them selling stuff. Yeah.
I kept to what I learned in my snowboards clothing company.
You did, right?
Yeah, it was so fun designing.
I know, right? That was my dream. I said I wanted to be a fashion designer and a teacher.
Yeah.
Then when I had this opportunity to do sewing class, I was like,
Okay. Got new pieces dropped off.
Rob, did you find them?
Very basic things.
exactly.
Do you see she found them?
I love it. My niece and I like to sew.
Oh, here, Robin.
Sister-in-law or my former sister.
Oh, shit.
She's doing textile school at U of A. So we would all figure out not using patterns, but just like making. Oh, thank you.
Here, it was easier for me to get.
So a lot of the
She coming around?
I don't know.
I have made without patterns just from my own head.
Hi.
Yeah.
It's difficult, but it works. Sometimes how I
All right.
what I
So, by Kelly.
I can never find those. And I tried to keep it simple for like the students, like you don't need to have
So this is King Squeak and his wobbly horse. Is that after that?
It's amazing.
I like the feathers. We have a game that I feel like it's called Dixit, and it's all these really cool, like fantastical images, and it's reminding me of that game. So it's like glow in the dark, glitter on the horse, right? And a bunch of different things here. The paper is here. Sorry.
Has real ostrich feathers. So real ostrich feathers, glow in the dark glitter on the horse. He also glows in the dark. And King Squeak is riding him because he's wobbly, and his name's Whiskey.
Whiskey. There, I got it. So opening is $74. Kelly Stanford.
Orange.
the other one.
The other one,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not my mom. My mom can't sew, but
That is.
oh, that's all right.
I haven't even smelled it.
So yeah,
That was how I learned they had these fancy names.
Did you make it?
Big from Alden's Day from him. Then his mother's always tails. He swears he didn't learn from her, but I'm sure he absorbed it being
So
there,
hot.
right? And
This is
so
the hottest tea
he-
I've had.
I go to here all the time.
Yeah, like I think I can let this sit for.
Like he has a really like he also was a
Sweet.
designer. So
I thought you had a son, a little son.
You got so many kids. I don't even know about you.
yeah, I can Rich, use your daughter as a guest speaker one day and like that.
So,
Totally.
Like a Zoom with a real like costume designer and everything. Right?
Totally. That's so exciting.
Oh, yeah. Two very good guys. Yeah, I'll stuck in the corner. Yes, I would be interested for sure. Ever have there's more out of that, but no, I would definitely be interested.
Okay.
Oh, are you the daughter?
Yeah, that's. Oh, I thought that's what you're saying. Yeah. Hey, how are you?
Yeah. I said I worked with Jessica at the art school. I would love to
I brought
or
this.
something.
It's really big. I don't know what to do with it.
Fun. I was gonna say just to keep it safe. Do you want to take your ice back, or do you want to keep trying?
I have no way to take it.
Okay. No, not a rush. I just mean like I can keep trying it too. So I just wanted to like it's safe. But I'm
Is
like,
that the one in the
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, I just got excited.
How big? Oh my gosh, this is so exciting.
Right? Yeah, like $50. I don't know what to do with it. It's so big and awkward.
I love. Look at this. This is like the name of the game today.
Today is big. Yeah.
Rich, look. I don't want to.
I was gonna try to take the sticky tack off, but I'm like, maybe I should just leave it on.
Yeah, honestly, and then people can decide what they want to do with it. Okay, we will figure this out here.
She's been there. She's been there for.
I might regret letting that go.
Very nice to meet you. I didn't need to talk about you.
I actually wasn't sure.
I was talking about you, though.
You didn't know that.
So this is a big, beautiful print. $50 opening bid by James.
All
right.
That would be cool.
My other girlfriend of mine who lives in the city, she makes and all the technology stuff. So I'm like, I'm lining up all my instruments so that the kids can see it.
Yeah. I like so cute.
Well, now it's just going to be me.
The question if you're
Yeah.
I had to teach grade 5 for 1 year, and my sister was at the big people. So I'm like, I'm gonna have her speak to them about the film.
Hey, can anybody hear me right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you ever start something and you're like, wow, I think I messed this up so bad already. I just added some green to these canvases, and I'm just like, oh no, I'm gonna have to fix this 1,000 times, but that's what painting is.
Yeah, I would say just keep pushing through, and maybe it's like the thing that brings it like coolness.
It wasn't, I thought it was gonna be.
You never know. You never know.
No, they wanted to know.
Also, I miss you guys, and I didn't come today because I've been like, whatever, the usual battle. But I want to come, and when I do, I'm gonna bring art and also money so I can buy the art that I've bought. And
Oh, I don't know.
also, I still want to be saying stuff at you right now, so I'm gonna keep saying stuff.
Yeah,
And
I had a really.
I thought of you the other day because I thought of Rich, and I thought of Rich because I thought of bird videos.
Oh
And
shoot!
I still want those. Send them. But that's okay, because I have a message typed out to Rich that says send me bird videos today that I didn't send because I was too busy. And that's my updates. Okay. Also, the Visual College of Art and Design needs gallery artists. So anybody who would like to show a set of art, it's right behind Rumble House.
Yeah.
Beside what's it called station, downtown West Kirby Station. If you look in the front window, you can see the gallery, and that's where they display artwork. Anybody, not just VCAD students. So if you want your artwork displayed,
Cool.
yeah, I'd love to see Viviana's work personally in there.
Oh, Aaron's here.
Okay, that's the end of me. Bye, everybody. I love you.
Ryan, nice seeing you. Rich, she also has records here on the.
I'll get the big one you grabbed.
Hey Ryan, will you send me a link to that?
Yeah, well, I don't know if I have a link to that, but I'll look it up eventually, and I will send you whatever I can.
Okay, thanks.
Because your bears would be lit in there.
Like straight.
I hope so.
There's a set of free records, like acrylic core records that lady was at the party. Yeah.
Do you know what color they are?
They're like kind of pastel greens and like
I remember seeing. Sorry, I'll be right back. No,
I'm so sorry.
About like an hour ago, and they already sent me like
Serious what? Of what? No, I wouldn't speak if I drank that. It's his
Yeah, I built up an immune type.
Oh, yes? So you, in Australia,
Yeah, you get food movies
figured
to
out which poison was what?
Yes, and I gave myself small doses.
Okay.
There you go.
yesterday.
I'm a little worried.
Also, I'm back because I never paint with a big brush or big canvases. But when I do, I feel like Rich because I always see him with a big ass brush slapping the canvas, and I'm like, I want to be slapping a canvas. Anyway, that's just me yelling. Oh man, I miss you guys. I want to come down there and slap a canvas. I better take a Wednesday off one day so I can like fully slap the canvas when I'm there. Oh, I miss you guys.
I miss you too. It's so nice to hear you. Oh man.
When I was young, friends that,
This
no longer.
lovely glass is by Zach
When I was
Cardinal.
young, I had friends that worked at it was awesome.
Zach Cardinal's piece of glass, and I think it just looks like this lovely splash of water. So opening is $25.
He's great. Like,
Oh, I look like her.
I used to steal it.
Thomas, Gabriel.
Yeah.
I know what's going on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, like over this last year,
All right.
so many movies. I can watch all of them.
So
Like old ones that. Like,
this was
you know,
brought
that's-
down
you should see
by Kelly,
Go watch that.
and she was bringing some pieces down from a friend of hers
It's good.
that has recently passed on into the next life. And so we're going to be selling off his works with the money going towards the foundation. So this is an airbrush piece.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So opening
Yeah,
$10.
it's hard. What I started doing was like,
We'll
like
ask
I'll buy
Miss
that
Jessica.
dark
So the artist's name is Matt
movies,
Yeah.
and that's
Breakwood.
really cool. Like,
I already have.
you know, like get more of their stuff.
did.
Thanks, Jess.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Thank you for bringing them down. That's really nice. So buy that.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, it wasn't just the
Yeah.
Airbrush on canvas.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I was in.
So Viviana's unable to make it today.
Okay, that's okay.
She told me her house is upside down because of renovating.
Yeah, they've been doing so much. I know. Oh man.
Hopefully next week. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The wedding of the Jubilee.
I'm like, wow, 50 years. You don't do that.
No. I was thinking about getting a dog, but yeah, I called a dog, but I figured too much responsibility.
Jessica, what were the inspirations?
Yeah.
To make
Yeah.
Oh, the wind
wind
sifters from the Dark Crystal. Miss Piggy
But they
and
They're pretty so.
Take the lead.
Yeah.
Which one was the last one?
Take the lead. There's pictures of people walking away and they're like, you don't have to go alone, just take the lead or something. Yeah. Yeah.
They live.
So this is by Jennifer Waters. A street in Ova.
I think I
Opening $50.
Yeah, and they're really like in your face.
Opening $50. Here we
Just
go.
like an apathetic roommate kind of
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
You know? Well, one of mine isn't.
But just not super excited that you're going. You're like, oh.
They both run dogs.
Kind of like.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want a dog.
Yeah.
Oh, right, you're out of.
I don't know. Some people seem to like
I'll
dogs.
tell you the story. Back in the day when.
I like them. I just
Did you
don't know.
talk to your pets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially after work.
Yeah.
As though they're gonna answer. They never do.
I thought you were gonna say.
They did one day, but we
I think that'd be something.
they'd be a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
They know.
I do, yeah.
Yeah,
These
I
are
was
my
asking him
student.
to come tonight. He couldn't make it because there's something else happening. That's my kind of cousin. It's
I know, that's what he said. He said,
He has voices on like.
you have a friend
Well, they,
who's kind of
he's
in my
my family
family.
fan. And animals are smarter than we give them credit for.
he likes you a lot. Like,
Pretty good kid.
Yeah. And a yellow cat.
Is that a sister?
She looks at 19 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This
And she
piece
was,
is by
She's
Ava.
pretty cool too, though.
She was asking
my best
Is
friend.
this your fault?
She was awesome. She used to come when I called her.
By Ava. Opening at $10. mixed media on vinyl. Down Lionel Richie album.
On your
But I would call her
thing
bitches.
there,
No, she looked like she was a minx cat, so she didn't have a tail.
By Amos as well. Opening bid $10.
Yes, well, she had these
This
enormous
is
big back legs and
I think Sharpie on canvas.
wild back. Yeah,
I want to watch.
she was so smart.
So Thomas,
And I could see my boy.
Thomas,
Catherine.
I'm not actually allowed to have my
Yeah.
kids here.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to have my kids here.
But yeah, it was like very much.
Oh, okay.
Bruno wouldn't know that, but yeah, the school board doesn't want us to have
And you wake up at 2 in the morning.
kids that were teaching.
Oh,
When he graduated, did he graduate? No.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like it's not up to me. And like technically, there's nothing I could say to him to keep him out, but my school board could get rid of me
Oh, yeah.
if I don't comply.
What's the school thing?
That was the school board.
Yeah.
What-
This is like you just like censor.
What's
Yeah,
that?
looking at you.
No,
And that's out there in,
but it's in the teaching. It's like in the Alberta teaching standards. That's like because I actually got written.
Yeah, it's creepy.
conflict.
If I could say the F word, I would say the F word to the Alberta teaching standards because I work for a private school and I would say so much right now.
I know.
It was
Learning policy at like a quarter way through your life is just amazing. Like I've started to learn how policy works at quarter way through my life, and I'm like, wow, it's all a sham.
Yeah.
See, I've got so many players and all my cats like to lift them up and sometimes they get stuck in my piercings, so I had to be like,
Oh, no.
Don't touch my ear.
yeah, it's distressing for both of us.
Thomas,
We're always doing our best. Hey,
Other than that,
always
it's
in the systems that we exist
hey,
in.
and the video, the board game that is playing with Felix is called
Always put me in a very good mood.
Okay.
I always thought it was because I had
what board game is
I
that?
had received him. I received him when he was 4 weeks. Like,
Oh,
so young.
No,
I bottle fed him and everything when he was
Yeah.
little.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was because he thought I was his mom.
probably.
Right? And then
So,
he would.
This
I'm
is a
like, you're
cool
not
piece of
gonna get
metal
there, buddy.
by
I'm
Arthur
sorry, it's
Kotak.
not here, right? Like, but then I watched.
So this is mixed media with like
Other
aerosol
cats
and
doing the same thing,
stencil.
like,
Opening $1.
I didn't know you're talking about cats. I just heard the start. Now it makes so much
We're
sense.
not gonna
So,
get milk from my
Arthur,
ear.
$1.
Yeah, I was not
opening
judging you at all. I was just like, I am hearing this story
As
wrong.
much as you're like jumping in the middle.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Are you okay? Can you get it?
Hi, Ari. No, it's okay. That's nice though. Show you again.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Good, nice to see you. Did you ride your bike down?
Sorry?
Did you ride your bike down?
I did.
It's such a nice night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Nice to see you.
What's going on back here? Are you guys building the Starship Enterprise?
Actually, an artist. So, one of the people we know, Robin. I don't know if she's still here, but her daughter does like cosplay and like really cool things all the time. And she built this from recycled materials, and it like is fully functional and all the lights go on and everything. And so there, yeah, it's currently at $10, and it has ceiling hooks.
Oh my god. Do the lights turn on?
Yeah, like everything.
Wow.
Actually, it's still plugged in. If you click that switch, you can see all the lights go on.
Oh my.
And they all have individual things. So if you want to turn one of them off, like you just pretend that one's like burnt out.
That's amazing. I love the little lights.
Yeah, all the way around. It's like, yeah, it's.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And what's all the drapes?
So we're online and in person. So we're doing like we're showing the artwork still, and then so this is like our little like studio that we like used all throughout COVID, and then we just kept doing more and more things because now we do the auction on this side too. So it's like
Yeah.
it's really cool.
Amazing. It's too bad you're not doing the figure drawing anymore.
I know.
Is that just for right now?
It's well, I don't know because now that we're doing both online and in person, it takes me like a week to like solidify all the sales because we have people at home buying and selling and everything. So it's like like that, if that was a word. And so like if there's a point, not in the foreseeable future because it's just too much. I know everyone's like, you know, a few couples that live around here that usually came to the Thursday too, and they're always asking like we see them. It's like I know. Actually, Andrew is here, modeled with us and worked on Thursdays with us too. He's sitting there drinking tea in the corner. Andrew, yeah. So he's usually here on Thursday nights too.
I might have drawn him.
Probably, probably.
Well, I'll find a place to sit.
Cool.
What's the theme for tonight?
So there is this. Where is the book? From the Dark Crystal. There is like these creatures from the Dark Crystal called wind sifters, and then Miss Piggy, and then Take the Lead. Yeah, there's like photos of people walking away, and there's like I'll follow you too.
Well, amazing to see you. I love the haircut.
Oh, thanks. It's great. So like easy.
Yeah. I used to have a pixie cut. I've never had it that short.
Yeah, this is the shortest I've had it. This like.
How was the party last week? Was it good?
Oh, it was really good. Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah, I'm like pretty grateful.
2 years, right?
Yeah, and next week he's releasing his book. So he's having a big book launch next Wednesday. So yeah.
Very nice. Congratulations.
I'll get out of the way. Do your thing, yeah. Nice seeing you.
Can I find it?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Arthur Kota. Oh no, sorry, that's okay. Here, let's see.
Sorry.
So vivid.
Do you know what is it name? Don't look at it. Look at it again.
Oh my gosh, cool!
Yeah, you see it now?
Yeah.
See the fish?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't ask you. It's easy.
Use your mind.
Yeah. Okay. We put on 50. Like it's already online.
Perfect. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
thank you.
Look at this. The colors are so vibrant. Do you see the hidden? I should put the mic where I'm talking. Do you see the hidden image in this image? Bonus points to whoever sees it and puts it in the comments.
It's like, where's Waldo? Thanks,
Right? So cool.
It would be all weird.
That's okay, Viviana. We just hope you're doing good and everything's going pretty as smoothly as it can, right? I hope everything's going as smoothly as it can go. Do you see the hidden picture in the painting?
Yeah, we should start going out more together. Like
I think it's called a remote. Even from a remote location.
Wow, you just blew my mind. I think so.
Yay! Amanda wins! Amanda wins. That is by Stephen Strain. Oil on canvas. Do you see it now, lovely people at home?
Okay.
Mine is just blank.
Oh, yeah. So this is by Arthur. So I think it's a mixed media piece.
Some people to imagine that.
I think there's like cute little guys there, happy people, little happy babies, and then little happy babies, and then stencil work in the background, and then he wrote something too. The sky is so beautiful, magical. The sky is my friend. I've known the sky as long as I can remember. I think the sky and I were much closer when I was smaller. I love watching the sky paint its picture. Oh, I guess I should talk by the speaker.
And then what he's explaining is completely off.
I love watching the sky paint its picture. I think the sky has new paints. I don't like them. They hurt my eyes and my throat, and I don't think the sky likes them either. It's not the painting as much. The canvas is hidden. The sky roars sometimes. Sometimes it whispers. When the sky roars, it usually cries. I don't think it's angry or sad. Not much of a talker, but I bet if it could talk, it would tell us. It prefers to make smaller ones curious, not coughing. But then again, I don't know. I have not been kind to the sky recently. Maybe ask the little ones. They're closer to the sky. I'm convinced some of them live up there. Oh, Arthur. Opening bid $1 for this piece as well. The relationship with the sky, hey? Always.
Yeah. Do you have musical ability?
Yeah, I
Bust out a piano and
I did take piano lessons. I played the trumpet for a bit in junior high, which I really enjoyed.
yeah.
People say I'm really good at singing.
Oh yeah, that's good.
You're just like, I don't know. I like singing, but I don't know what
Turns out I can sing, but only as a puppet. I went my
Yeah.
whole life not realizing I could sing until I tried as a puppet. And I,
So you tried, yeah, that was the myth.
I can't sing without my puppet. With my puppet, I can sing.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah. But you know, you can sing in the crowd, but if you try and sing in front of a group of people, you lose your.
Oh yeah. Yeah, performance anxiety. That's like.
Well, your throat tightens up and you just can't.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I remember bringing me on stage once, and like, I am singing. You both her and my other sister sing professionally, and then I'm like, no.
So I kind of made some progress on the one save.
Yeah.
I can't do what I thought I was going to do today. I need a mouse.
Yeah, I thought you'd sing in public.
You need a mouse for your iPad? I'm not suggesting my right
It's
ear.
hard to speak in public.
And I often just.
Yeah, speaking in public.
That's close.
Oh yeah.
This is by Vivian.
My mom waited all night for this last week, so I have to order it. It's nice, and I'll let her know when it's in.
No, that's it. All right.
Yeah.
Nice seeing you, James.
I heard you singing last night. I will not sing for another month.
Which is beautiful.
Well, I still see my history.
Yeah.
Now, should I do another one on the back?
Well, I
Is that
still
fine? Is that silly?
You have an hour.
But should I do two or another one on the back?
Two.
Two, gotcha. Okay.
Unless I did 30 last week. I don't know what I'm doing.
On like the type of music you're singing.
Sorry.
That's okay. Oh yeah, that's all the way up there. I bet you they have coffee filters. I bet you can breathe filter in that.
Hey, Rich, do you have any coffee filter?
We used to. I don't think we do anymore.
Okay, no worries. This young man was just asking about Gorilla House, so I was giving him
$30.
Oh yeah, that's the original sign. It actually was held on with Velcro. Oh, you know.
That was not
I held it on with Velcro, but it was just out of
So when you were younger, were you able to sing in front of people? And
There's, okay, so
I used to
there
do it
was
in my grandma's house, and I'd like walk around.
two handicap signs.
and then like
One got sold for
now, like singing in front of somebody.
I mean, I have.
The other one got ripped off the door by.
Her mom was very insistent.
And then
Everyone
these were the
singing
professional
specific songs for her.
Yeah.
So basically the first two.
She was like, okay, now it's your turn, and I was like, I can try.
Opening bid $30.
All the exact same size.
I was just listening to
All of them got the other one.
before coming here. You know,
This was on one side, the other one was on the other
He's
side.
like,
And
it
then.
was on 14.
But I don't know the actual.
Like pretty prolific. Singer, he was like a pretty big deal. Like, I was wondering and he's got a horrible voice.
Hi, Vivian.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Yeah, you don't have to
flowers.
sound
Acrylic
Now,
content.
silent.
Oh, it's
That's good for life.
By chance, it's on 14th Street. It's way up there. I was wondering if there was
No,
anything.
I'm.
Yeah, don't fall.
And did the building become a satellite?
I don't know. I'm wondering.
I don't know. I heard good things.
no, it became a sushi place. It's on 14th Street. It's on 14th Street. It became a sushi
That
place.
sounds like
Yeah.
Sounds like child abuse.
Acrylic on canvas. Opening bid $40.
It's gotta be fun.
Well, they were like making some like.
I saw your video.
I saw
Just,
I may be over in here.
can you read Chris's philosophy?
Sure.
That sounds like a question.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm just.
Hello. 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 Did anybody watch Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance? Hello. It's the TV series that followed the movie. But anyways, I have a bunch of glitches that entered my mind from this TV show, and one of them is, hello, hello, because he got his mind erased, which actually is pretty apt for me. Just a quick reminder. So one of the most amazing things that happened to me since I opened this space is, and it's funny because we have a broken window up front, was they told us when we moved in not to take the bars off the windows, and we did. And we basically introduced ourselves into the neighborhood, and we trained the neighborhood not to smash our windows by, we put a table out, and then we put a plant out, and then we put potted plant out, and then we took the bars off the windows. And one of the best things that ever happened to me at this space is, about a week after we took the bar off the windows, the daycare next door took the bars off their windows, and that's a big win for us. Lots of things have crumbled, and lots of things have changed since we opened here. A friend of mine broke the window because he was having a rough night, not because he hated us. He actually broke it because he loves us. But one of the nicest things that's happened in the last 2 years on this block is that Loophole, who closes at 6 because this block is dead after 6, has started keeping open until 10 on Wednesdays for us, which is special. And they'll give us 10% off, which isn't, it's not like free coffee, but they'll give us 10% off if you go over there and buy a coffee. So I want to remind you that. Secondly, we don't have a liquor license, so if you see people drinking, kick them in the whatever soft tissue they have, because it'll get us closed down. And we also have a guest here who's going to read some philosophy for us. Jess is going to read it in his voice. Is that cool? And so if you don't mind, maybe you love philosophy or you don't, but at the very least, it's really important to us when people are talking that it's quiet. Is that fair? So Jess is going to come and do some reading. And I have been receiving this philosophy magazine in my mailbox for 6 years. And it's an honor that you've come in to share it with us. Yes?
Thank you very much.
This is Chris, guys.
Yes. Yay! Which one?
So this is the Bernoulli universe. I gave you this one before.
Yeah, is it okay? I have it in the back there. I was just trying to find
Yeah,
it.
just take this. I've got extra copies.
Okay.
Do you want extra copies or is that?
No, this is
For now, let's just
this
read
is
it.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, come to the other side.
Totally. I will.
Yeah.
So this is Spinoza. This is the Copenhagen Interpretation of Quantum Theory. And this is portfolio theory.
Okay.
So
Yeah, like last time, it all seemed to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have a good structure. I also teach English, and I appreciate your structure.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. So yeah, this is Chris's art. So I appreciate you guys. Of course, keep making art, keep doing your thing. But we'll just ask that we're doing it respectfully. Getting my your teacher voice going. Yeah. Okay. So this is called The Bernoulli Universe, an essay by Christopher Beck. Summary. This essay tells the story of portfolio theory as a theory of one argument for the theory of everything. It begins with Spinoza's metaphysics, followed with the Copenhagen Interpretation of Quantum Theory by Bohr, Heisenberg, and Primus, and concluded with modern portfolio theory by Markowitz and the Bernoulli model by Beck. Quotation, God is a mathematician, Sir James Jeans. Am I in your space?
May know.
Baruch, is that how you say it? Baruch Spinoza's ethics is set out in the fashion of Euclid's geometry, and its 5 parts deal with God, the mind, the emotions, the human bondage, and freedom. He begins with his metaphysical system, characterized as God or nature, with the following 8 definitions. 1, the cause of itself is that whose essence involves existence, or that whose nature cannot be conceived except as existing. 2, a thing is finite in its kind when it can be limited by a thing of the same nature. 3. Substance is that which is in itself and is conceived through itself. 4. Attribute is that which the intellect perceives of substance as constituting its essence. 5. Mode is the modification of substance, that which is in something else, through which is it also conceived. 6. God is an absolutely infinite being, that is, substance consisting of infinite attributes, each of which expresses eternal and infinite essence. 7. A thing is said to be free if it exists solely through the necessity of its own nature and is determined into action by itself alone. And 8. Eternity means existence itself, insofar as it is conceived to follow from the definition alone of the eternal thing. The Copenhagen Interpretation is a collection of views about quantum theory principally attributed to Niels Bohr and Werner Heisenberg. Hans Primus described the 9 principles of the Copenhagen Interpretation as follows. 1. Quantum physics applies to individual objects, not only ensembles of objects. 2. Their description is probabilistic. 3. Their description is the result of experiments described in terms of classical physics. 4. The frontier that separates the classical from the quantum can be chosen arbitrarily. 5. The act of observation or measurement is irreversible. 6. The act of observation or measurement involves an action upon the object measured and reduces the wave packet. 7. Complementary properties cannot be observed simultaneously. 8. No truth can be attributed to an object except according to the results of its measurement. And 9. That quantum descriptions are objective, in that they are independent of physicists' mental arbitrariness. Modern portfolio theory. Harry Markowitz is an economist who devised modern portfolio theory in his 1952 article entitled Portfolio Selection. His theories emphasize the importance of considering the portfolio construction of assets, risk, correlation, diversification, and the efficient frontier. Markowitz shared the Nobel Prize in Economics with Merton Miller and William Sharpe in 1990. Investment decision-making prior to modern portfolio theory was largely based on individual performance of an investment and its current price. Markowitz showed that the individual performance of a particular asset was not as important as the performance of the mean and variance of the portfolio probability distribution. According to Wikipedia, modern portfolio theory or mean variance analysis is the mathematical framework for assembling a portfolio of assets such as the expected return is maximized for a given level of risk. According to Investopedia.com, postmodern portfolio theory is a portfolio optimization methodology that only uses the downside risks of returns. The Bernoulli model is postmodern in that it allows the use of only downside risk as a modeling choice. It is also postmodern as it sees the organization whole, and it also applies a full spectrum of mathematical algorithms to the modeling process. The Bernoulli model is a philosophic and scientific software application based in Microsoft Office and the Palisade.com suite of decision tools. Markowitz originally used the algorithms of forecasting, integration, and optimization in constructing his portfolios. Specifically, he used regression analysis for forecasting, the central limit theorem for integration, and linear programming for optimal decision-making. The Bernoulli model is also postmodern in the sense that it both consolidates and builds on Markowitz with the following 10 feature mathematical algorithms. The Delphi to know thyself. The objective function to define values. 3. Actuarial exposure to understand value and variance. 4. Utilize and synthesize array of forecasting methods. 5. Integrate or convolute the moving parts. 6. Employ optimization theory, including local and global search algorithms. 7. Utility theory to translate market values into internal values. 8. The complementary principle to contrast and compare paradigms like open and closed forms. 9. The Camus distribution to model the first 4 statistical moments, and 10, the Bernoulli moment vector to provide an expanded definition of both risk and reward. The Delphi is named after Oracle at Delphi in ancient Greece, which read, "Know thyself," and "nothing in excess." The Delphi method is a forecasting and value-defining process that employs multiple rounds of questionnaires completed by panels of experts or officers and directors, and where response summaries are provided after each round. The Bernoulli model uses the Delphi for convergence on values and to capture expert forecasts. The objective function. Linear programming is an optimization algorithm for a system of linear constraints and a linear objective function. The objective function defines the quantity to be optimized, and it is the key component in the mathematical optimization process. Traditionally, it is a real valued function, while the Bernoulli model allows for a complex valued nonlinear objective function definition. Actuarial exposure. Traditionally, actuarial risk exposure is the measure of potential future loss resulting from a specific activity or event. Essentially, analysis of the risk exposure for a business often ranks risks according to the probability of occurrence multiplied by the potential loss. The Bernoulli model defines exposure as any potential for change in value. Forecasting is a technique of predicting the future based on previous experience and data. Forecasting models include expert opinion, derivative pricing, Garch models, and neural networks. I separated time series data into the principal components of signal wave and noise for a currency exchange rate study I conducted. Garch is a class of autoregressive conditional time series models. Neural networks are forecasting methods based on mathematical models of the brain. Integration. Convolution is a mathematical operation on 2 functions producing a third function. Numerical integration comprises a broad family of algorithms for calculating the numerical value of an integral. In probability theory, the central limit theorem establishes that the sum of independent random variables tends to be normally distributed. Closed form integration algorithms include the central limit theorem, while open form integration include Monte Carlo simulation. Optimization theory or operation research deals with the application of advanced analytical methods to make better decisions. The algorithms for searching risk-reward space tend to be either global, e.g. genetic algorithms, or local, hill climbing algorithms. A genetic algorithm is a meta-heuristic method inspired by Charles Darwin's theory of natural evolution. Hill climbing algorithms are mathematical optimization techniques belonging to the family of local search. Utility theory. Daniel Bernoulli, 1700 to 82, founded utility theory by writing a paper entitled Exposition of a New Theory on the Measurement of Risk. The theme being that the value of an asset is determined by the utility it yields rather than its market price. His paper delineates the all-pervasive relationship between empirical measurement and gut feel. The Bernoulli model employs utility theory to translate external values into internal values. The complementary principle. In what John Stuart Mill called the single greatest advance in the history of science, Descartes synthesized Greek geometry with Arab algebra in producing analytical geometry. From that point forward, mankind had 2 different views of the underlying Platonic form. Quantum theory is characterized by the principle of complementary with its wave-particle duality. The Bernoulli model employs the complementary principle, including the tabular, graphical, and null paradigms duality. The Camus distribution. The normal and Cauchy distributions are continuous probability distributions, symmetric about the mean. The Cauchy is also the distribution of the ratio of 2 independent normally distributed random variables with mean 0. The Cauchy distribution has undefined moments, but the first 4 may be calculated by truncating the tails. The Camus distribution is a 4-moment closed form distribution that I built by blending the normal with the Cauchy using simulation-based optimization. The Bernoulli moment vector. The Markowitz model uses the mean to represent reward and the standard deviation to represent risk, thus laying the groundwork for risk-reward efficiency analysis. The Bernoulli moment vector builds on mean and the variance by adding skewness and kurtosis, then defines val value as the utilitarian translation of outcome and var value at risk as the confidence level for downside risk exposure, and UVAR upper value at risk, min, max, and sim, simulated or measured value. Closing arguments. Spinoza's ethics is based on Euclidean geometry, a system of mathematics attributed to the Greek mathematician Euclid. In the elements, he assumes 5 intuitively appealing axioms and then deduces many propositions. This essay shows 8 axioms for Spinoza's God, 9 axioms for the Copenhagen Interpretation, and 10 axioms for the Bernoulli model, thus building the case for synchronized and holistic decision-making applicable to all organizations at all hierarchical levels. And then, as Leibniz said, let us calculate. I kept that. Thank you for sharing that with us, Chris. Here, we have extra. I have the stack one, so we have the stack on top of the water.
And that's his teeth.
I have
That's
the
his
water.
nose.
I have your. Or do you want to do it?
This was like his wonky haircut.
Do you want to leave it?
Yeah.
That might be a little bit big. It was very fun to watch. I was like, oh, it's a Muppet.
Thank you. It's Camus. Albert Camus is the Nobel laureate. C-A-M-U-S.
Oh, I said Camus.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I had my dog. I had a dog named Camus also.
Oh, really?
I'm really fond of him.
That's really nice. I like that a lot. And now I know.
This is a little more technical.
Yeah, totally. I could tell. And it's like more.
But highly functional, you know, like.
Totally,
I'm
like
gonna
I
take over
could
the world
understand.
tomorrow.
I could understand.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
it's more applicable. Like it's like it is. I really liked it. Like I could really.
Okay.
Yeah, like the other one had us all visualizing like the universes and all the spheres that you were talking about, and this one was more like applicable things of like how things work, which is really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Wow.
We were just talking about making stuff.
I'm gonna put these.
My son liked your first one. I brought the first one.
Is this an enterprising young person made that? What enterprising young person made that?
She's in the back by the door. Her daughter also made fingers.
I did research for years.
Oh, made benders.
Yes. And he really appreciated because he liked that one. Taylor, how are you doing?
Good.
Oh, Dan, did you see this?
Yeah.
Here.
I didn't see it lit up.
Jess,
Yeah.
there's 2
I
cups of
did
them.
watch the documentary about investing in numbers
It's still waiting.
and how.
Do you need your dinner, Geller?
So I realized that I didn't understand the actual numbers. But, I'm
Oh, that's wicked.
And then look, this.
I will look up the name because I thought it was interesting. I heard.
It's all recycled material. And then look, they're all individually.
The way you
Yeah. And then all. Did you see the under?
like you do.
Well, don't point it at me.
Look, there's like all around.
Oh, cool.
The thing.
Yeah. Maybe that's.
And it has the ceiling. It has the chain and the ceiling.
Cool. That's pretty wicked.
Maybe that was my sure.
It's all done.
I know.
It is. She does a lot of costumes too. So it's Robin's mother. And it's the vendor is in the back.
Oh, yeah, I saw the
Yeah.
The algebra. Yeah, so I will like definitely pass.
I was actually.
I was like in the class and he was like, no, that's going on the balcony.
Oh, perfect.
Maybe not right over here. Well,
Yeah. You could attach a green laser to it, like a phaser thing, and you could push buttons and it would like shoot so many
It's really funny.
shoot stuff out.
It's all recycled material too. So it's like
So in other words, if I went to a river and found some kind of device that shoots out high impact Right.
We're live broadcasting.
It is a language, yeah.
We were talking about.
And like it requires like a different way to study it than other subjects. And,
So this one
I'll
is
bring
by
you a cake.
Simone Neal.
I think like math is just poorly taught.
What do you think of my idea?
It's black light reactive, and it's of the bioluminescent coolness in the water.
Called what?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I'm 42.
Political.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had a lot of work done. A lot of work done. It's all thick.
I graduated.
I brought some photos to do again.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
good.
Since then,
Do you have?
I haven't had a lot of
Do
work.
you want to send me
Photos?
pictures? Yeah.
So,
do you have
I know, I
of
just
the
sell one
pictures?
today.
One perfect.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
If anyone wants it.
That sounds
Wants
good.
one of them. Whichever one somebody wants to bid on it.
Oh, do you want to do like choice again, and then whoever
Yeah,
gets
which
the
one do you
highest
want?
bid?
Yeah, some
Whatever.
of the best guys.
No,
Because whoever got the highest bid got to choose whichever one they wanted last.
oh, is that what happened?
And then they just get the one. Does that sound good? Because then you let me know what you think.
I say
No way.
whoever wants to bid on one can bid on it. First person that bids, that's the one we start.
Oh, then it's just it.
And then next week I'll put the other one. Or maybe every 2 weeks, I don't know.
That's what actually got hypnotized.
Yeah, like I could
Yeah.
have sit up.
Yeah, it's very,
So was it the jalapenos or the chilies that brought tears to your eyes?
No, she asked me to wait, yeah.
We haven't had the chili yet. I only found it in the bag. It was. Oh no, that was
the
the
kind you said tears, and I thought they must have eaten your peppers.
They're so good. We haven't had the chili yet. That's coming.
Yeah, the jalapeno.
We had the jalapeno. Yeah.
It's
My
really strong.
my hand was burning. Like after I was like, what the heck? And I was like, oh my, I'm not touching my eyes.
It's a lot stronger if it hasn't been pickled or whatever they do to it.
Yeah, right. I cleaned out the seeds, and I just we just leave the outside. But
One slice.
Yeah.
And I was on fire.
yeah, no, I could feel it in my hands like all night.
You like her so good.
Bye, Riley. Acrylic on
Oh, I wonder why you get panic
It's
attacks.
Julia. She's she's like,
This is
dude, you're gonna have to get married next week. Don't do that.
I don't like people. Why would I get married to
Because
one?
you'll be hypnotized and you won't
yeah, they'll
know.
hypnotize you into it. You think sitting up is hard. Think of getting out of a loveless Jehovah's Witness marriage. Yeah, right. There you
Jess
go.
is just catching into the last sentence.
I know, like what's happening.
Yeah, sometimes these conversations, and then like at the wrong.
I know. I'm like, it's just at the end.
With my
Oh,
cat ear.
but you didn't know about the Jehovah's Witness?
No, but they hypnotized me.
Yeah, I think it's time to have a talk with your daughter.
Child.
Child.
Just child.
Talk to your child.
Child. Like in grade 8. This is why we bring you to Robo.
This is why.
So you learn.
Tell people about my friend.
Don't let your friends take control of your mind.
That's a message for everyone at home. Don't let people take control of your mind.
Yeah, maybe.
First
But they don't know your face.
So,
they will never know who you
this
are.
is The World on Fire, Part 1 and Part 2 by Angela Farley, opening band, 2012.
You know what? And I think most people will appreciate your.
And then at 9:00 we will be on the office. I mean, look,
If they're
our
here.
live, so there's video cameras in there.
You're not weird, you're not
You're, well, no, like there's
Or
friends
YouTube.
too. I'm a
We
little bit
asked it
crazy.
to
You're a little bit crazy.
Okay, one person's bathroom.
Yeah.
Because of the drugs and alcohol.
Well, at least you know that.
9:00
That's
we
good.
do the option.
I mean,
50% of the sales go to the artist. I don't know.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
That's kind of it.
like you thought.
Yeah, for sure. And for stocking up.
My brain is.
No, I do.
You have supplies? There we go.
Rich, the drawings on your book, they look pretty cool. They
That's
look like
Jess. That's Rich.
kind of like dark and
Nice to meet you.
like your the storybook.
The virtual.
River Trophy, yeah. The drawings look kind of different.
This is by Robin. So we
Foolish,
saw
yeah.
the work at the beginning on the Enterprise and the oil
It
painting
is a
by
book
Robert.
about.
And then this is
River.
by Robin.
So
Yeah.
Beautiful
that's
colors
probably.
to there's mountains, the sunshine, the clouds.
Is it based on a real story? Or a real?
So I kind of
I insist the troll is real. You might get it on the second read.
She's the artist.
If you're really astute, you might get it on the first read.
Okay.
My publisher took a few times before she's like, I know who the troll is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
trying to make it like weird.
a lot of the characters are loosely based off people we know, so a lot of my friends will either be thrilled or very upset with me.
Okay.
But you know, I stick to the story that the characters are all fictitious and loosely based off of
Okay.
things. Whereas the monsters in the book are all absolutely real.
All right. So I will show you at home what I have started working on.
Do you have that physical copy?
So in the last couple I mean last couple weeks,
Yeah, I think I need to
last
start
couple weeks I'm doing embroideries based on Rich's book. So I did a
It's hard to hear you, Jess, because everybody's talking in the background.
Also, I'm not facing the mic here. Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so is that better? So, so the first one I did a few weeks ago, I guess, was the Luna Moth. So it's part of Rich's book. The second one I did was last week was the UFO, as another part of the book. It's a story of it's the grandmother's turn to get on the ship, and this is the tiger. So it's I have a surprise. I got the black in, and I'm getting some of the highlights, the whites in. A fun surprise for you. I'm going to keep working on it. I'm going to start working on it now, actually. And then if I haven't put any pieces up, you can either text me or put them up yourself. I started making the event page possible to put up the work yourself on the event page. And I'm going to make a very, very concerted effort to share the work with you at home better so you can see the work better during the auction itself. So yeah.
I like that. I really like that. That looks good.
Thank you. I'm excited.
And it wrote itself the Christmas before COVID. And just really liked reading it, and I really liked reading it, and it sort of was.
Yeah, so I think that'll be done next week. So next week is Rich's release party for his book.
Yeah. And I just read it off the pages I was going. So
yeah, so I'm hoping to finish it for that night because that'll be pretty fun.
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm just sort of following it on along. Kind of impressed with it, actually. You're like, wow, that's a great idea. Where did that come from? And so the book kind of wrote itself, and then it just stopped.
Yeah, you just wrote it down.
Yeah, I was the cartographer. I think that's the right word.
Yeah.
But it came out of me. So my name's on the book.
Oh, I need to get.
But quite honestly, it just sort of flowed out in a way that I can't really explain any better than that.
Yeah.
Now, that said, I wasn't taking it too seriously. My publisher asked to see it because she just saw that I was working on something. And I don't think it was for her. She's like, I think her actual words were like, Rich, it's a hard pass. Which was like, kind of devastating, but whatever.
Yeah,
and then I showed
counting for taste.
No, it just wasn't what she was publishing that year, right? So. And that's the thing about publishing is it's never personal and it's never about what it's.
So Rich has one beautiful piece finished, and he's working on his second. So he's doing some pieces inspired by art history.
So then I kind of forgot about the book. Although there's an English teacher in my school who I consider a master teacher, and he'd asked to read it. I don't know how I came across mentioning that he made it. He asked to read it. And so I gave it to him, and he loved it. And so he edited it for fun. And then when COVID came, I had a fresh edit of the book, but I couldn't bring myself to work on it because I felt during COVID it wasn't relevant anymore. I felt like I can't relate to any of this book. And so I shelved it for a year.
That sounds so weird.
And then as we were pulling out of COVID, maybe the first time, so I can't remember when we started working on it, maybe last summer. Jess and I pulled it out and we started making copies. I think we made about 5 copies. And then my publisher contacted me. She's like, "This is a master work." Which is really nice. She's like, "This is your best work."
Would you pass on it?
Yeah, well, again, it wasn't that she was being mean. It just didn't suit what she was doing that year.
Yeah.
But then she asked me if she could publish it, which was like really sweet. And I was like, "Yeah, of course." And then so I edited it several more times. But the funny thing is, as the book fit her publishing plans,
So I'm just gonna put up 2 more photos that Galen sent us.
I have to show you what hat comes up with.
more appropriate for her to publish it to a young readers edition. So I went back through and removed a lot of the stuff that you wouldn't want young readers reading.
Yeah.
And then we published it. And so that went to print a few months ago. And then I read the audiobook version of it this summer. It took me all summer to do.
Yeah.
That's a very short. It's a novella. It's not a novel. It's 100 pages long. And so it took me probably a month to do the audio recording. Most people would have just done it in real time.
Yeah.
Just for instance, can just bang out the pages. But she also reads the book to Felix almost every night. So Felix and Jess have the book memorized. I'm struggling to get through more than a line at a time.
Yeah.
And yeah, but basically, like I can't.
Have you tried getting your puppet to read the book?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine.
But don't get like your puppet to record it.
It was a very similar experience to when I got reading. Was for one thing, I had to record it twice because the sound wasn't working. And on the second recording, I built myself like
Going to have to leave now. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being with us, Theo. Have a good
Bye,
week.
Theo.
Take care, guys.
Take care.
heavy blankets, and inside the blankets, I was able to remote.
Yes.
And I'm like talking with my hands. I was like, if anybody saw me speaking like that, I'd have been humiliated. But
Yeah.
I was able
You
to
gotta get it direct.
Yeah, I was able to do it because no one could see me, which is similar to the company.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my cousin's coming back, and I'm going to stay over here, okay, so we're helping her move her, yeah.
How much time do I have left?
Half an hour. Well, yeah, half an hour till 9. It's 8:30.
For like a split, yeah, for a while, like it wasn't anything really close to home, like we had a really bad fire a few years ago.
Sorry?
I smell like a burning or something.
Burning? I'm not sure if things
How's
are
your
burning.
viewership? How many people are online?
Our wonderful 5 people that are here. I was actually going to say it's 8:30. Should I turn it off for now? Because I've been through all the pieces, and then we'll come back. Yeah. All right, people at home, we love you so much. I'm gonna take a tour and kind of walk about here, and then we're gonna get set up for our auction at 9 o'clock. So look for the link. And thank you, Ryan, and thank you, Kelly, so much for being here.
Thank you.
Yay! Bye. We'll see you at 9 o'clock. Bye, Ryan. Bye, Kelly.
Yeah, that's where I was.